What's up, good people? It's your boy DJTheParkBoy. We here. It's Jays and Jumpers, and I have right here got Dame in the building.
What's good? What's good?
And man, we just got. I want to jump right into it, man. Like what I have right here beside me is a Dwight Howard super fan.
Why
Super
am I
fan. Because if we're going strictly based on numbers, there are people who at Dwight Howard's position, which I showed, like a Zach Randolph, statistically was more dominant than Dwight Howard for a longer period of time.
No. Zach Randolph was not more dominant than Dwight Howard in Dwight Howard's prime.
Zach Randolph was a continuous 20 and 10 guy. Easy.
He was not more dominant than Dwight Howard in his prime.
I really look some of them Memphis teams, which he was the leader on. If they did not have to play the Spurs to get out the West, they would have got out the West.
But you making it seem like it was Zach Randolph who my bad, did they not have Marcus Hall? Did they not have Mike Conley? Did they not have Tony Allen? Did they not have these players? Did these players not exist?
I didn't say they didn't have a squad.
So come on now. You making it seem like it was Zach Randolph.
He was the second best player on the team.
Yeah, Dwight Howard was the first best player on his team. And who? Okay, so you had Zach Randolph, who was the second best. That means Marcus Hall was the first best.
First of all, Dwight Howard.
Am I right?
Marcus Hall was the best player on that team.
Okay, so who was the next best player on Orlando Magic?
We not gonna fake on Lewis and Hedo Turkoglu, who had their primes, who played in their primes.
But were they better than Marcus Hall?
I just stated that Zach Randolph wasn't better than Marcus Hall, and I'm saying Zach Randolph statistically would have a stronger case than Dwight Howard.
Missing the point. Was Hedo Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis better than Marcus Hall?
They were perfect role mates for.
Were they better than Marcus Hall?
Marcus Hall better than Dwight Howard, in my opinion.
In Dwight Howard's prime?
We're talking totality. Your whole career. Who's had a longer prime, Marcus Hall or Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard also had a major back injury. Marcus Hall didn't.
Availability is your best ability.
But come on.
Grant Hill would have been a greatest 75 player if he didn't get hurt. But we can't live on the what ifs of what you didn't do.
Come on,
only thing we can speak on is the totality of your career.
Come on, bro.
If L.I.M.E would have never broke a foot, Tracy McGrady would have got past the second round.
You sure? Because Tracy McGrady had problems himself.
If y'all wasn't getting hurt.
Tracy McGrady had problems himself. Remember, there was times when y'all was carrying the Rockets because Tracy McGrady was warming up the pine.
I know that. I'm saying y'all was a dominant player.
Yes, he was.
He was a very dominant player.
Yes, he was. He ain't got the accolades the Dwight Howard got, but cool.
Yeah, but I'm not considering him for the top 75 players of all time. You believe Dwight Howard should be
Hall of Fame. Stop it.
But the Hall of Fame to me is a little watered down. You know, because it's not just the NBA Hall of Fame strictly. It's the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, so it includes college accolades and things like that. So again, the Hall of Fame is a little watered down.
But you still gotta have some type of accolades to get in there.
Y'all, like you said, y'all prime wasn't that long.
It wasn't.
But he helped expand the NBA game, so he gets credit for that.
L.I.M.E was never the best center in the league. Dwight Howard was. L.I.M.E never carried his team to the conference championship or the finals.
It depends on how
Dwight Howard did.
It depends on how you want to look at some of them switch power forwards who also did play a lot of center too.
Man, fuck all that. We talking about the facts. Dwight Howard.
He was the best center in the East. In the East.
Dwight Howard was. Who again?
We
had a conversation before.
Centers were also watered down during that time period.
Bruh.
Name the top 5 centers during Dwight Howard's era.
Tim Duncan. Okay, what year?
Tim was still playing power forward then, though.
What year was this?
For the most part.
What year was this?
We're saying from like
No,
07.
He played more years as center than he did at power forward.
From 07 to 2011.
Tim Duncan got drafted with?
Tim Duncan was drafted 99. He was still playing a lot of power forward. They had hella niggas beside Tim. Timothy Mozgov. Who was that Mozgov who played with the Spurs?
No, it was
Tiago Splitter. Yeah, he always had a center beside him on the floor, unless he had like Boris Diaw out there with him. But I'm saying centers will also watered down. There are more centers now in the league that are really good compared to when Dwight Howard. No, it's not.
No, it's only what
you got Joker.
That's one.
You got Joel Embiid.
That's two. I'll wait.
Gobert's another max guy. He ain't the star of the team, but he's better than a lot of competition Dwight Howard had to play.
Three. The list doesn't drop tremendously off because it dropped once you got to Gobert.
Exactly. Let me see who else out there that's been balling.
Mm-hmm. I rest my case.
Because AD played 4 too much.
I rest my case.
Yeah, it's not a plethora.
It was more centers during the Dwight Howard time.
Bullshit.
Than now.
Bullshit.
Let's look it up.
Niggas better than
You got computer. You got phone and computer in your face. Come on, let's look it up, bro. Come on now.
Centers from the 2000s.
Because even in the Dwight Howard's run, Tim Duncan was playing center.
And Timmy was better than him.
I give him that.
Because we not going to act like Tim Duncan shouldn't be considered a top 10 player.
You already know my stance on Timmy. You already know my stance.
Because he's probably the most underrated superstar ever.
Probably. Definitely most underrated center. Powerful center, whatever you want to call it, motherfucker. Definitely most underrated.
Omari Stoudemire is not better than Cat in Minnesota.
Oh, Omari in his prime?
Never played defense. Never played defense.
Don't play defense.
He played more defense than Omari Stoudemire.
Stop the bullshit.
Stoudemire was a product of a system.
No, that's not true. Because even when Stoudemire came to New York
and did nothing.
No.
And take baths and wine and milk.
His first year, he was still putting up points. But then he started getting injured.
He wasn't he went no all-star.
Nigga, his first year, he was putting up points and then he got injured.
All right, Dwight Howard, he kind of caught the end of Ben Wallace when he was dominating. Let me see who else was around during that time. Ilgauskas.
Oh, no, don't sleep on Ilgauskas.
He had a solid career, but there are centers in the league better than Ilgauskas right now.
Nigga, you only named 4 centers.
Again, Dwight Howard was playing against nigga like Mehmet Okur.
Who?
Mehmet Okur.
What team he play for?
The Jazz and the Detroit Pistons.
Nigga, was he a starter?
Yes, he started in Utah. Brad Miller started on a lot of teams. Tyson Chandler, good player.
Mm-hmm.
He had a small run. I'll put it like that because he wasn't dominating this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It took him to go to Dallas and get everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So we ain't gonna sit right there and act like
he still had to go against him though. You gotta understand, Tyson Chandler was a big guy. Dwight Howard was only 6'10".
Yeah, but this is where I'm coming from. It don't matter how tall you are, it's skill too at the end of the day.
Yeah, and he was still beating these niggas.
AI was smaller than people and he still got his bags.
But can we get back to the rest of the people on this list? Can we get back to the rest?
Oh yeah, I mean I gotta refresh this. They site crashed. Marcus Camby, bum.
Offensively, but defensively, he was decent.
I don't know.
Marcus Camby ain't had no 20.
Chris Kaman.
Chris Kaman was a good center.
Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut was a good center.
Al Jefferson.
Al Jefferson, motherfucker, Hall of Fame.
And that's why the Hall of Fame's watered down. Al Jefferson
was a good center.
He has no rings, and he don't got that many.
Neither did anybody you just named.
That's what I'm saying. But Joker's an MVP. It has an MVP.
Yeah,
how many MVPs the Dwight Howard got? A ring as a bench role player.
He was the bench role. He was a pivotal player.
Off the bench.
Yeah, but they still count too.
All right, but don't ever compare somebody off the bench with the MVP star of the team.
Dwight Howard was second in MVP votes in his prime. Joker only won MVP because Joel Embiid got injured. Because somebody else got injured. So he won that from technicality. Let's be honest.
And Dwight Howard.
You're skipping over it. He won due to technicality. Like 3 niggas got injured and he won MVP. Let's keep it 100 here.
Again.
Let's keep it 100.
It's availability, not a skill.
Who won the MVP over Dwight Howard that year? Who won? Because Dwight Howard was second in votes. LeBron James was third. Dwight Howard was second. Let's say if the person who won MVP that year would have got injured, Dwight Howard would have won. And then you'd have said, oh, he won because such got injured. But you want to see him get Jokic?
Bruh, I didn't go back and say LeBron's Cleveland title only count because people was injured. I don't do that. You either there to participate or you're not. Injuries is a part of the game. And overcoming injuries is a part of the game. That's like now, my football team, the Ravens. We got like 20 people on the injured reserve right now. We're missing so many starters. But we still going out there getting wins.
Bruh.
You either push through adversity or you succumb to it.
Bruh.
But being available is a key part of the game.
Oh, did Kobe win that year? Dwight Howard was second in votes? I think Kobe won. But then again, who he lose to in the finals? Kobe being Bryant. After he
it don't matter who you
tossed
lose
LeBron
to.
James out.
It don't matter who you lose to. You either win or you lose.
After he tossed LeBron James out.
You either win or you lose.
All right, so is LeBron James the GOAT?
No.
Why?
You say why he's not the GOAT?
Yeah.
Jordan.
But why?
Jordan.
LeBron James been in more finals.
There's only been 5 players in NBA history to ever lead the NBA in scoring and win a championship. Only 5.
So is Giannis going to be
Time out.
Jordan?
Hold, let me finish this. Giannis is on pace to surpass what Jordan and LeBron's done at his age.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going about numbers, but if his career ended today or tomorrow, we can't say, what if Giannis didn't get injured? He would beat it. No, he either did it or he didn't. I'm sorry if you got injured. Injuries happen.
But I'm sorry. Even if his career ended today, he has a good-ass case. To be
not be mentioned with Jordan. Not be mentioned with Jordan.
I was going to say, what's he on the 35 thing?
At any given time that you watch, time out.
If he wasn't on there, he should have been
on.
because he should have been on there before Russell Westbrook.
I believe Giannis would be up there. He has a championship. He has an MVP.
He has 2 MVPs.
He's one of only 3 people to win Defensive Player of the Year, lead their team in scoring, and get an NBA championship. You know who one of those 3 people are? Jordan, Hakeem, and Giannis. Jordan has so many red categories where nobody else is just there.
That's just like Will Chamberlain.
But and we also using Will Chamberlain. We gotta understand basketball during that era was not played on the same speed. They played a much sped up game.
But look.
So their numbers a little inflated.
But did he win or did he not win?
Oh, Will?
Yeah.
That's why he's not the GOAT.
Why? Because he got 2 rings, MVPs, and the whole stat book.
Let me tell you what makes Jordan the GOAT. Because during their run, he determined who won rings. He kept Hall of Fame as some of the greatest players of all time from getting rings. Gary Payton, dog, he deserves to be a Hall of Famer. One of the best point guards, probably one of the greatest wing defenders ever. Do you not agree?
Never.
He kept him from a ring. Karl Malone. Who's up?
Kurt Payne got a ring.
What who?
Miami Heat.
That don't count.
It counts.
If I had to think about you winning the ring because you was a role player, you Dwight Howard ass ring nigga, you DJ Mangba ring ass nigga, you Adam Morrison ring ass nigga.
Put his fucking ring on. Do he not put his ring on?
Juwan Howard played 3 minutes one season and got a ring.
Hey, he got a ring.
He played 3 minutes the whole year.
But wherever his name gonna be, NBA champion, Juwan Howard.
They be forgetting that shit for him. If we gotta forget you won that shit. When you the 11th man on the team, you the 14th man on the team.
There's 15 people on the team. So just because I ain't make it up to
but only 8 or 9 matter.
Yeah, but 15 niggas get a ring.
But only 8 or 9 matter.
But 15 get a ring.
Because you gotta just fill out the roster.
Yeah, but if you was good enough to fill out the roster, you deserve your ring.
DJ Mangba, who's never done anything in his life, has 2 rings. Besides getting 2 rings, he was a center on the Lakers when the Lakers won their 2 rings.
Who was the main center? Because it wasn't him.
Paul Gasol and Andrew Bogut. Andrew Bynum.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But if one of them niggas would have got injured, guess what? He'd have played.
Oh, but yeah, let me finish. Karl Malone, who's one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, who has MVPs. Jordan kept him from a ring. John Stockton, assist leader, steal leader, no rings. Who beat him twice? Because we seen in some of the, it ain't that Scotty didn't show up. Jordan was just better than everybody else. Larry Bird, who he gets underrated now.
Who, Larry Bird?
Yeah, he gets
underrated. Don't be underrated with your name Larry Bird.
Nah, he get underrated now.
You're not underrated with your name Larry Bird.
I don't think people understand how efficiently good Larry Bird was. He had 4 seasons in a row, but he had 4 seasons in a row of 50, 40, 90.
That's why he learned last year.
That's efficient. That is numbers matter. But that's why I say he gets underrated now, because, some people might look at Kevin Durant and say Kevin Durant is better than Larry Bird.
No.
You don't think somebody...
No, I'm saying he's not. Larry Bird was way better passer.
Yeah, I give you that.
And he did everything else Kevin Durant does now. So. And Larry Bird has more rings.
And he didn't have to join somebody else's team to get a ring.
More MVPs too, don't he? Larry Bird got more than 1 MVP, right? Larry Bird got at least 2 MVPs. I was just watching something on HBO about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
You said you watched it on what?
HBO.
Usually Showtime got in my opinion, better docs than HBO.
Well, I don't have Showtime, so I gotta watch what I got.
Well, the 75 list, it's not ranked in number order, but name a play. Who was a player we were just looking at? Giannis. Giannis has made the list.
Okay.
Which he should have.
Westbrook shouldn't have made the list. That's why we talking about this. Westbrook should not have made the list. He should not have made the list.
I think Ben Wallace should have got the spot.
Okay, if you don't give it to Dwight Howard, you give it to Ben Wallace. Westbrook should not have made the list.
Statistically, he's done something nobody else has done. Dwight Howard
has what has he done?
He accomplished something statistically nobody else has done.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard's never been in that position when he's in the Ripley's book, right or wrong.
Look, Oscar Robertson done it, and he won a championship.
For the majority of his career, he averaged the triple-double. But also, when he won a championship, he did that with Kareem.
No. Kareem begged for Oscar to come. Oscar didn't beg to go to Kareem. I saw that story, too.
Who was the best player? between the two.
Nigga, Kareem didn't win without Oscar.
Kareem came out the gate and was already a monster.
But he wasn't winning.
Timeout. Now and again, that's another player who's underrated. Look at his career
How?
stats.
He the #1 leading scorer in NBA history. How you underrated?
Because Kareem is
he has like what, 6 championships? 3
Damn.
MVPs? How you underrated?
MVPs.
Okay.
Got like 5, 6.
So how you underrated?
Because of the simple fact that you would even say that Oscar Robertson, who's not a top 20 player, is in the league of Kareem. Kareem was out the gate. Kareem was one of those guys.
Did Kareem win before Oscar Robertson?
He won his first year.
The championship?
I believe his rookie year they won.
He didn't win until Oscar Robertson got there.
Let's see.
Kareem was trying to get out of Milwaukee. I saw the documentary.
Let's verify this. I believe he won early on in his career.
He did.
And then he lucked up with Magic.
He did. He ain't win until Oscar got there.
His first year.
He ain't win a ring.
His first year. No. Let's just look at this.
About.
No, because I want you to understand how great he was.
I know how great he was.
He averaged 29 points because it's 28.8. 29 points, 15 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game, and blocks weren't counted then. But when they first start counting blocks, he's always averaged around 3 and above.
Did he win a ring? That's what we're talking about. Did he win a ring?
I mean, ain't got no star beside to indicate championship.
When you was trained, under Wilt Chamberlain, yeah, you had a head start.
I actually think you should put Kareem above Wilt.
Kareem should, bruh. The record book is Wilt Chamberlain's record book.
It is, but just because you got all right, for instance. If we're going by modern day NBA, which is a total different game when it comes to speed of the game, that's why so many people had numbers that were inflated in scoring. It was the highest scoring era ever in NBA. Statistics was just rampant because of how fast paced the game was. We can acknowledge that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today, if we're really looking at modern NBA, Kobe would be the guy who has the scoring type. But Kobe also wasn't the most efficient person. But he went out there and scored a lot of fucking points. But he wasn't the most efficient.
Yeah.
There were other people who did things at a more efficient rate than Wilt Chamberlain.
We getting on top.
I'm not.
Russell Westbrook should not be on the motherfucking 25 anniversary team.
I mean, yeah.
He should not be. And I've heard people, he done this, he done that, but you leave out the other shit he done. The nigga damn near average a quadruple double every game. And I ain't talking about a good quadruple double. I'm talking about when you averaging 8 motherfucking turnovers a game, but you only got 12 assists. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. When you average a triple double, but then you can't even make it out the first round of the playoffs, or you ain't even got a top seed team.
All right, I think the biggest snub from the list is Dikembe Mutombo. And some other players they got listed up here in the biggest snubs was Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Chris Bosh, Grant Hill, Dwight, Kyrie, Manu, Tony Parker.
What?
Pau Gasol.
What?
But Dikembe, to me, because if you look at
over Manu and Tony Parker, I ain't know they weren't on the list. All right, fuck the White Howard. Over Manu and Tony Parker?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Bruh, statistically, Tony Parker's not even one, like, he's not an efficient point guard when it comes to playoffs. He's like, there, bruh. He's literally there. The Spurs system
is a final MVP.
And his numbers wasn't even the best on the team.
But he was the finals MVP.
In the games where he was inefficient and all that, I had to
pull
up the video. I should have sent you that video.
He was the finals MVP. Fuck all of that. While Tim Duncan and Manu was on the court, he was the finals MVP.
If you go by top 3 finishes in Defensive Player of the Year category, Dikembe Mutombo has the most top 3 finishes in Defensive Player of the Year category. That means I think he had like 10 top 3 finishes, and he's tied with the most Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
How many he got?
4. Defensively, his impact is great enough statistically to mount him being included in the greatest players based on his defense alone. The same with Dennis Rodman and his defense and rebounding. That's Dikembe Mutombo, but it's on a whole nother level. Dikembe just didn't have Jordan or the bad boy Pistons.
Manu should have been on there.
His value is good.
His value was beyond good.
But Manu was never a top 5 point guard.
Manu wasn't a point guard.
I mean, he was never a top 5 shooting guard.
Why not? Name 5 players who was at that time better than Manu.
Tracy McGrady.
You said availability is the best ability, right?
And when T-Mac played, was he not better than Manu?
But when did T-Mac play?
He played hella games.
When did T-Mac play?
We're not going to act like T-Mac was not a consistent all-star scoring 20-something, over 20 points a game.
When did T-Mac play?
T-Mac played a lot.
When did he play?
He was injured every game of his career.
He was injured every game in fucking Houston.
I watched T-Mac drop.
Cause he ain't do that much in Toronto. He had his hype started in Orlando.
He was killing,
and he died in Houston. That wasn't that long.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter should have made the list because he played 20-something plus years. That's why he should have made.
Vince definitely should have made the. But I would have took Dikembe over him.
Nigga, I took fucking Manu over him and Dikembe.
If Dikembe was next to Tim Duncan, that would have been the greatest defensive team ever. You had Tim Duncan and
I'd have still took Manu, bro.
So you telling me no, his defensive value don't count for nothing?
I'm not saying that. But Manu brought more to the table than Dikembe.
Because when people say Allen Iverson did it on his own, they traded for Mutombo
he did it with Mutombo.
For that presence out there.
Now, after Mutombo, yeah, the list was shaky. But no, he wouldn't have did it with Mutombo.
Eric Snow made 2 finals.
I'm done.
If you're a starting point guard on 2 finals teams, how do you just take away credit on 2 separate teams you're a starter in the finals?
What was these 2 teams?
76ers and Cleveland.
Yeah, but if you'd have took the star for both of them teams, they'd have been a number 1 draft pick.
I didn't say the nigga was.
They'd have been number 1 draft pick, so that don't count.
I didn't say he was the catalyst.
That don't count.
I'm just saying.
Nigga, he was on a team.
If you're a starter on 2 separate teams that go to the finals, you're just gonna say he's a bum?
Because both of the teams were ass. Both of them.
But Dwight Howard gets credit.
Dwight Howard carried his team to the finals.
And lost.
Dwight Howard, okay.
And lost.
Dwight Howard been to the finals twice. He's 1-1.
Eric Snow went twice.
Eric Snow won. Ain't got no ring.
But he went twice.
He ain't got no ring. Dwight Howard 1-1.
People make an argument that LeBron should be included in for the GOAT conversation based on the fact of how many he's been in more finals than Jordan. I said he also lost more than Jordan. So when Jordan got in the game out of the most, what happened? What happened when the game was on the line in the finals?
Bro, LeBron had some shitty ass teams. I'm sorry. Bro, you come on, man. Nigga, yes, he went in Cleveland. You really gonna count that?
Bro,
the first time Cleveland, you really gonna count that? The second time he was in Cleveland, the first time they went, Matthew Dellavedova was the next best player, and his only job was to chase Stephen Curry around.
He did his job.
Yeah,
Dellavedova got paid because of that finals.
They lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Okay, but you missing? It was LeBron James. And then Matthew Dellavedova. That was the next best player. Come on, stop it.
But winning also makes people's records look better.
Stop it.
Being on winning teams make numbers look better.
What? He ain't even had no numbers.
No. For instance, when you said Tony Parker, like I literally watched a video on the most overrated NBA players.
Tony Parker wasn't overrated. Was he underrated? No. Tony Parker was just Tony Parker.
He probably was not even a top 10 point guard during this period.
Bruh. Without Tony Parker, they probably would have won. No.
Timmy had rings without Tony Parker.
He had 1.
But he did it before him.
That's because he had David Robinson.
Who's the catalyst on both teams? Tim. David Robinson was actually injured probably the most the year before, and coming back from that injury,
he was the year before. That's why they got the second pick or the first pick.
It was the first.
The first pick because he was fucking in play. But come on, to say that without Tony Parker, the Spurs, no. That was the big three. Tony Parker, Manu, and
all right, look at it like this. But if you go to the you got rings. But if you go to the playoffs and your numbers actually decrease in efficiency and you become statistically a worse player, is your contribution as valuable?
Even though he won Finals MVP. Because in order for you to win Finals MVP, that don't mean that
Andre Iguodala won over Stephen Curry and he shouldn't have.
Because Stephen Curry was going to lose until Andre came and said, "I'll check LeBron." What are you talking about?
That should have been his job. You're the second best defender on the team, and you got more size.
But you remember, he wasn't a starter. Andre Iguodala was the sixth man.
I get that.
So when he came into the game as a starter, LeBron shit went. I mean, he still put up beautiful numbers, but his percentage,
the efficiency went down.
Exactly. So that's why he won. Just like Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard didn't outplay Tim Duncan. He didn't outplay LeBron James.
They definitely worked Steph on that MVP that year. Now, the Kevin Durant, those was his MVPs, but those was like walk in the park MVPs. Like everybody still worry about Steph.
Which he found out yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that boy was cooking them. Cookies. Oh, you want me to shoot from 50? I got you.
Let's speak of these Warriors, bro.
Yeah, the Warriors on fire, and Clay just got approved for
contact.
Yeah.
You gotta give credit to Andrew Wiggins. And I finally realized it sitting on the toilet the other day, watching highlights. I was like, bro, this is the Andrew Wiggins that people thought he was going to be when he went number 1 overall. This is what he's going to be. But being that he went to Minnesota and they babied him.
All right, I got to pull up Andrew Wiggins' numbers for you to say he's playing like a number 1 pick in the draft. Number 1 picks in the draft, I expect.
Bro, he's playing better now than he did in Minnesota because he was babied in Minnesota.
Or it could have been that Minnesota's just dysfunctional as
no, he was babied.
Jimmy Butler not point out the dysfunctions.
Yeah, he pointed out that they was being pampered. That's what he was. That was his whole argument. They don't want it. No one's forcing them to get better. But Andrew Wiggins went to a team that got 3 rings, and you see Andrew Wiggins out here, nuts from foreheads. Nigga ain't scoring the first quarter. Came out second quarter, dropped 13.
We giving niggas credit for dropping 13.
Nigga, he dropped 13 in 1 quarter. Not the half. 1 quarter.
We've never seen people drop.
Yeah, but we talking about Andrew Wiggins. We ain't talking about a superstar. We talking about Andrew Wiggins.
Okay, so Andrew Wiggins in his 3rd year, statistically, was his best year. In that year, he was scoring 24 points a game.
Mm-hmm. See, but this is the thing. He don't have to score 20 points a game. And I don't even think he was efficient when he did that.
Because some people not built to be trucks.
Okay.
And that's the argument I've been making against Kevin Durant. And that's why Kevin Durant would never be in my top 10 until he becomes a truck. Giannis is better than
Kevin Durant won't be in your top 10?
Yeah. Bro, that's reserved for niggas who carry teams to championships.
Wow. That's spicy.
And statistically, they're some of the greatest. I just say I believe Kareem should be above Wilt. Statistically, Wilt has better numbers.
Well, then Kareem should be above Jordan, too.
No.
Why?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because he didn't dominate with the same efficiency.
Statistically,
Jordan, I believe he's still ranked the most efficient player.
What you mean?
And he didn't even have to.
How many championships Kareem got?
Less than Jordan. He has 5.
He got 5. And how many MVPs he got? More than Jordan.
One more?
Jordan, you said he got 6. Jordan had 6 MVPs.
How many MVPs Jordan?
Jordan might got like 3.
Jordan, they was taking MVPs away from Jordan.
Hey, who fault is that? That's not mine.
They wasn't doing that to Kareem the way they was doing Jordan.
That's not my fault.
How many players? This is another thing. When did Kareem ever lead the league in scoring and won Defensive Player of the Year? Because Jordan did that more than once.
He had to.
Because he won the star Jordan with.
Nigga, Kareem played till he was 40. Jordan didn't. Oh, yeah. He ain't win a championship before. That's for sure.
Jordan was still cooking.
Jordan was so inefficient.
His first year with Washington?
He was so inefficient.
Bruh, Jordan was out there cooking still.
No, he was so inefficient.
He was.
Westbrook out there and cooked.
Nah, Westbrook wasn't doing
He's
that.
inefficient and he lose.
Jordan was still a star. And
he was a star because he's Jordan.
No, I'm saying Jordan was still just based off regular numbers. Jordan was Jordan was still scoring 25 points, getting like fucking 4 boards, 4 assists.
Efficiency. That's what I'm trying
to tell you. I'm not comparing 28-year-old Jordan.
He's jacking up the shots, but he's jacking up so many shots.
He also carried the Wizards to like win streaks.
But he's jacking up the shots.
So does your value to bring into winning matter?
You missing the point. He's jacking up the shots. So of course he's getting 20 points. He's jacking up so many shots.
Oh, and I told you Jordan got 5 MVPs.
Kareem league, NBA league scorer.
Jordan took years off and still top 3. Jordan has the highest playoff average scoring. Nobody beat him in the finals. I've seen everybody else we named lose in the finals.
Everybody was good. He was going against. He wasn't making it to the finals.
But it matters when you show up. When you're there at the show, and it matters. And it's 7 games left. Somebody tells you, "Hey, look, this is the last 7 games of your life. Who you picking? You got 7 game series. You're telling me you will pick somebody else over Jordan in 7 games?
In their prime?
In their prime. I'm talking about prime of the prime. Your best season. And his best season again, he was the only nigga leading the league in scoring, getting like 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and being the best defensive player on the court. How often are you the best offensive and defensive player on the court?
Oh no, it depends on what position I am on there.
You have dun. Fantasy ESPN draft. We're here. And with the first pick of the draft, I'm taking Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I gave you the first pick of the draft. If I didn't hit Michael Jeffrey Jordan, I don't know what you're looking for.
It don't matter, because if you build a winning team, and we've done this when we used to do the fantasy joint on 2K. And
none of those games factor in the Jordan effect.
But people have had Jordan at 99, Jordan motherfucking Monstar, and still ain't win championships.
2K.
I'm just saying.
I've also seen bum ass teams win championships if you see them in 2K. I've seen the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who's on the team?
Kevin Love still be on the team. Sexton there. You see some bum team win. You see the Pelicans win championships when you was some in 2K. No way you ain't play. What was it, 2K last year?
I didn't play franchise last year.
See that? There you go. But if you would have played franchise, you would have saw the Pelicans win rings. You would have saw. Seemed like the Bucks never did it. They always found some way to lose. But back to the draft. So you got the first pick in the draft. Right now you're the Portland Trail Blazers, and I'm looking like the Bulls waiting for you to slip up.
Well, that would be the second pick of the draft.
I know, because I can't complain about the first one, because he got his 2 rings. One of the most dominating centers in NBA history.
Again, it's based off of how I want to build my team. Because I believe you can win without Jordan.
Jordan doesn't have all rings in NBA history. If we're going by the most consistent winner, that'd be Bill Russell.
I'm saying, if you could pick from anybody in their prime, you can.
And I got the first pick in their prime. The best version of them I'm going to get, I would take Jordan because I've never seen him lose in those games.
Hakeem never lost in the finals.
But Hakeem wasn't in 6 finals.
But he's undefeated in the finals as well.
Yeah, but one's undefeated with more opportunities to lose, but they didn't.
But he's still undefeated in the finals.
One has a multitude of clutch moments in those big games, including playing while sick.
But Hakeem is still undefeated in the finals, more than one.
I answer this. Mm-hmm. Who else have you ever seen play with the flu out there sick as a dog? Now, time out. If you seen that game. Now I don't know if it was flu all the way. Some people say food poisoning.
No, was it the flu, food poisoning, or being drunk?
Either way, he put himself at a disadvantage. And yeah, he was still not at 100% Jordan, the best player on the court. And as he went down, scored baskets, got helped up the floor, made defensive plays, got helped up the floor, scored a basket. They literally is carrying him, doing points of the game, helping him up and down the court, and he was still the best player on the court. As Larry Bird said, he's the god of basketball. But I'm still waiting to see who you'll pick. Like, who will be your top 3 or something? Like, I watched LeBron win rings, but I know he's going to want the Justice League around him. All the LeBron co-stars, in my opinion, are better players than Scottie Pippen. And, well, no. Kyrie, nah. Wade, better than Scottie Pippen. Chris Bosh, if he didn't have to go to that third role, he was on pace to be, number-wise, much more important of a player in NBA history. But he wouldn't have won if he'd have stayed in Toronto. They weren't going to win shit out there. Anthony Davis, he's not better than Scottie. He's too injured. Too brittle.
I don't know, man. I don't sit there. I'll have to make out a well-planned list.
You got one pick right now, like, you know basketball. You can't say, okay, this is the play I will build around.
But it depends on where I'm going, how I'm doing. Like,
you're the coach, you're the GM. You making all the decisions. You got totalitarian rule on deciding who's gonna be your player. And I'm gonna make it easy for you. I took Jordan. So you got the second pick. Who would you go to build your team to stop my team? You know I got Jordan. You don't know who I'm gonna take next.
To stop your team?
Mm-hmm.
If you got Jordan, I need somebody to at least put that body on. I take LeBron.
It's about to be a walk in the park. All right, he got LeBron.
A walk in the park.
You know,
you gotta understand, because LeBron's still bigger, stronger, could be faster, more athletic. I mean, if I'll take.
It's my turn to pick. You took LeBron,
but I'm just saying why I will pick LeBron. But okay, go ahead, cool.
And to say he's more athletic, did you see some of the jumps and shit that Jordan did? Jordan was literally like the best athlete on the floor too. He's called Air Greatness. Mm-hmm. Is he not? Air Jordan, because he flies.
He wasn't going against nobody of LeBron's size and athleticism.
LeBron also ain't have to play in the physicality of the 90s. That does matter. They just took out the flail and shit that he loved to do. That I've always criticized LeBron. Outside of him, having to go do the super team thing. Him doing that little. Yeah, but I'm just taking critiques at your guy now. Since he like the flop and flail, he can't do that no more. But with my second pick in the draft to play next to my boy MJ, And this is prime version of themselves.
Don't say Gilbert. Don't say Gilbert.
Oh my! I wasn't even thinking about my boy yet. I wasn't gonna get there.
I was about to say with that warm up. I was like, oh, this nigga about to say Gilbert.
Nah, cause I'm stuck. I am stuck because there's two people I would want to take next to play next to Jordan that would probably solidify the team.
Oh, can I make my pick next? I know my second pick.
But I'm gonna go with prime Shaquille O'Neal. Now you gotta go think about some shit. No. Oh man, now you know I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna take Ben Wallace.
Oh,
prime Ben Wallace.
Cookies.
Did Ben Wallace not stop Shaq from putting on the
04 Shaq was in prime Shaq.
But did he not stop?
04 Shaq was not prime Shaq. Prime Shaq was 96, 2002. After that third championship, Shaq came back overweight.
But still.
Nah, you can't say but still. I'm saying prime Shaq.
All right, go ahead.
Who was stopping Shaq in prime Shaq?
Take your next shot.
My next player at power forward, I'm going to go Giannis. My team ain't even shooting threes right now. We're dominating everything on defense and inside the paint. Wallace ain't stopping all those niggas.
Okay.
It's too many goats right there. Oh my lineup like that.
I'm gonna take KD.
And the counterbalance the KD thing. I'm gonna take Kawhi.
Okay.
Oh my! Just look at my lineup.
I'm gonna take Steph Curry.
That's a hell of a pick. That's a hell of a pick. And I'm kind of upset that he fell this far, but I'm not because we're trying to build super squad. Prime version of themselves. I'm gonna take Gilbert, like you said. Gilbert, who was injured and his prime was cut short, is still considered top 30 greatest clutch players in NBA history. Go look it up on NBA.com. And that was voted on by his other peers.
You distracted me from my last pick.
I got so many clutch players. Got the LeBron stopper.
No, he ain't stopping nobody.
Bruh, prime Shaq dominates Ben Wallace. And I love Ben Wallace on defense. My whole team played defense, except Gilbert. Can I switch my draft pick?
If I can switch one too. My last one will be Klay Thompson.
Oh, we beating y'all.
Y'all not beating us.
We beating y'all.
Bro, y'all got to pick up two niggas from half court. We open. Now y'all got to pick up three niggas from half court.
Nah, you got a squad. You got
to pick up three niggas from half court. Oh, I ain't pick my power forward. Okay, go ahead. Go.
Nah, that's your last pick. That was your last pick.
No, I ain't pick my power. Oh, yeah. No. LeBron, KD, Ben Wallace. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
You did the Warriors with LeBron and Wallace added to him. Yeah. That'll be a hell of a squad to beat.
LeBron play point guard.
Steph
Curry play off. Steph and Klay. Damn, everybody play on the ball.
Except one thing that we realized when LeBron plays point guard. He don't like big men who clog the paint, which Ben Wallace does. That's always hurt LeBron when he has a big man who can't spread the floor.
Oh, so that's how they
No.
That's how they won with JaVale and Dwight?
They got lucky that final. You just admitted that. Did I not say that if the pandemic did not happen?
They got so lucky that the White left and they had to bring him back. Come back to White.
What are you doing right now?
Nigga, that's Westbrook fault. But speaking of that, what my man Melo doing right now? What?
Overrated.
Houseway.
Overrated.
He's shooting 66% from three in LA.
He's overrated.
Stop it. He's the Human Torch right now.
How many?
What the fuck you talking about?
How many MVPs he got? How many first team All NBA teams?
He's the Human Torch right now. Fuck all that.
How many All
He's
NBA?
the Human Torch right now.
Oh, but I just want to go through my lineup against your lineup.
The Human Torch.
And you said we could do one revisionist pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you changing your lineup because I feel like I got an advantage against your lineup.
Then don't change it.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep my squad, but this why I'm gonna tell you why we'll beat y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So again, LeBron having to play with a big man who won't spread the floor because he likes to attack. I have Shaq. Shaq was a hell of a defender in his prime. Benoit's a better defender, but if we gotta go overall game, head to head, prime Shaq or prime Ben Wallace. One has led their team to 3 championships.
And one stopped the other one from getting another championship.
When he was out of his prime.
Look, that you making excuses now. Was he still not Shaq? Was he still not Shaquille O'Neal?
No.
Did he not leave that Lakers team and go win a championship with Dwayne Wade?
He was Shaquille O'Neal, but he wasn't Shaq then. Yeah, that's why he kept coming up with different nicknames. He had to reinvent himself every time he went to a new team after that and won the same play. He was Shaquille, but he wasn't Shaq.
He was the big Aristotle.
Not even, no.
Yes.
He was like the big desert or some shit like that. He was the big cactus.
He was the small dipper because Big Dipper was full of change.
He was the, what was he, the big Celtic?
No, that's when his career died.
He was the big Cavalier.
Yeah, them all dead Shaqs. Them don't count.
Shaq's last year with the Lakers was a dead Shaq. Shaq was not the same player that he was.
Look at Shaq numbers. What the fuck are you talking about?
Those were his.
Look at Shaq numbers last year in L.A. Man, you want to make your provision? Because I got a 6 man. Matter of fact, my 6 man.
Oh, no. It would be my pick first.
Go ahead. I'm saying, did you want to change one of your picks?
I just wanted to finish discussing how my lineup would, be able to beat yours. So I got Shaq. He gonna do whatever the fuck he want to do down low. You gotta foul him. You have to foul him. Giannis? We just saw KD not do enough to stop Giannis last year.
The soul of his size 13, the shoelace was untied and was on the line.
So we know in game 7s, when the game mattered the most, he gonna put the foot on the line and cause out the game.
No, because we got LeBron.
So
we got Steph. We got Clay.
Let me finish.
Who can shoot from 40?
Let me finish.
Who can shoot from 40?
Let me finish.
When we spread out and LeBron running down, driving that shit on Gilbert Arenas, little ass, and then Shaq got to pick up, or somebody got to pick up, and we got all these threes out here.
So, right or wrong?
And LeBron
no, time out. Right or wrong? Kawhi's called the LeBron killer, right? Has he not been called that? Has he not been called that? But has he not been called that?
So why is it Iguodala LeBron killer?
Because he wasn't the truck. If you're a truck, you get more names.
Kawhi wasn't the truck. It was still Tim Duncan. Kawhi averaged like 14 points a game.
But he became a truck after that.
Yeah, but he wasn't the truck then. He was a trailer.
He was built for a tough after that.
But he wasn't built for a tough doing that. What the fuck you talking about?
Kawhi.
Can you say your first?
Come out. Yeah, but Kawhi's freakishly efficient, and he's won multiple championships on multiple teams, being the Finals MVP on more than one team. And if it's prime him, he ain't gonna be injured. I'm gonna be getting Kawhi hitting game-winning shots with Toronto.
Okay, but prime, no, because he was still.
Oh, let me finish. Let me tell you another hole in your team. Prime LeBron lost too many fucking rings.
Man, but that's because he didn't have Steph, Clay, and KD. Fuck you talking
Prime
about?
LeBron.
What the fuck you talking about?
Many rings.
Steph, Clay, and KD better than the Heatles.
And let me tell you another reason your team hurt. Because prime LeBron was LeBron playing against the Dallas Mavericks when he disappeared. So you got Wallace who ain't gonna get you no points. LeBron who gonna disappear. KD putting his foot on the line.
No. Because we still have Clay and Steph, who are 3-time champions. Need I say?
Which one of them? Which one of them got a Finals MVP? Which one of them has been the best player on their team in the Finals? Like you said, he hasn't been. You said that when we argued it earlier.
Then Durant was there. Oh, yeah, I got the ring too. What are you talking about?
But he ain't the leader.
The unstoppable Golden State Warriors.
And that's why we put Giannis on him. I just said Giannis.
Nigga. And then Steph and them know how to win with a big man. You want to watch? They had Kevon Looney. They had Andrew Bogut. They had JaVale McGee.
Andrew Bogut, JaVale McGee, centers that Dwight Howard had to go up against to be labeled the best center.
But guess what?
That was the weakest.
They know how to play with a big man in the goddamn paint. You want to know why? Because all he did is to catch the rebound for all them goddamn threes.
But that just goes to show you the state of how bad the competition was to be considered the best center at that time.
Your team can't outshoot my team.
We gonna strap the shit out of y'all.
How? Nigga, Steph Curry only need an inch of space.
Okay, but all right, we're going by the crime versus the
logo.
Listen, all the players we named, minus Gilbert, so I probably should have not picked Gilbert. Everybody, listen, I ain't even mentioned the greatness of Gilbert.
The logo.
The greatest nigga to ever get injured.
Y'all gotta check us from the logo.
Gilbert got game winners from the logo.
Y'all gotta check 2 niggas from the logo.
Who gonna stop Jordan?
LeBron.
Who gonna stop Giannis?
Giannis can't stop KD. What the fuck?
That's what Kawhi for. Who gonna stop Kawhi? Did Kawhi not lead Toronto to a championship? We can't act like that don't
LeBron can stop Jordan and Kawhi.
Oh, now you're crazy. He not even LeBron defense.
Prime
LeBron.
Well, he should have won Defensive Player of the Year.
He got none though.
Yeah, that's because they robbed him, gave him Marcus Gasol. But with that being said,
one played on a team that was based around all defense and was the catalyst on that defensive team.
Bruh. But LeBron had a better defensive year that year. So
what about defensive efficiency? That matters too.
Bruh. With us spread out, you ain't doing shit.
Jordan.
Yeah, but y'all team don't shoot, ain't that good in threes. Y'all only got 1 3-point shooter. And that's fucking Gilbert.
Jordan gonna go out that bitch and score 50 points a game.
Nigga, we'll put Clay on Gilbert. Nigga,
because you know the one factor that you didn't even qualify? The shit that Michael Jordan makes up in his head to make him great. He creates an enemy in his head to go out there and kill.
Do you know what LeBron's gonna have?
Steph Curry's not that type of killer.
You know what LeBron gonna have in his head? I'm finally about to beat this nigga.
And he gonna falter because the pressure.
He ain't gonna falter because he got KD, he got Steph, he got Clay. 3 niggas you gotta check at half court. That floor gonna be so open, I can walk down there and get a layup.
That's why I got all niggas who can play one-on-one defense.
Bruh. But it's gonna be so open. Y'all niggas gonna have to switch eventually. There's gonna be 4-3.
I have 4 people. Shaq didn't get a defensive player of the year. I believe he was top 3 in this ranking. But I have literally 3 people on my team who have multiple for the defensive player of the year.
And I also had 3 MVPs.
My niggas got MVPs.
No. Jordan has
Giannis MVP.
Giannis, Shaq. That's
MVPs. You got 3 MVP niggas? I got 3 MVP niggas. My team got more defensive player of the year.
My team got more rings.
You know who I was contemplating with my second pick over Shaq? Hakeem.
That was going to be my 6th.
That's why I wanted to go back and change.
Hakeem, I was like,
Prime Hakeem. That's tough to beat out right there.
I don't need Hakeem.
I should have went big. I should have put Jordan at point guard, and you know who I should have took? So I could have had Jordan at point, Kawhi at the 2, Giannis at the 3, and I should have got the big fundamental. I just feel like he just balances off everything because he don't need the ball to be amazing.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, y'all. We will cause problems because y'all wouldn't. You gotta understand, Clay is the top perimeter defender. LeBron in his prime was a top defender.
But is Clay a better defender than what Gary Payton was?
Gary Payton on your team. What the fuck you making Gary Payton for?
Well, because I got to give you an example. Gary Payton was a better defender than what Clay is.
Yeah, but Clay's a better scorer than what Gary Payton is.
But Jordan torched his ass too.
Oh, Gary Payton also put clamps on fucking Jordan. Let's not forget those games.
But Clay is not him.
But Clay,
so Jordan getting
ho. See, this is another thing that niggas sleep on Steph. Steph might not be no lockdown, but Steph in the passing lanes getting them tips in the motherfucking sticks.
So is Gilbert. That's why I would have took Gilbert. Gilbert's a hell of a passing
but Clay, but Steph from the logo on average. Gilbert might have hit a few. Steph hits average from the logo.
I give him that. The game's also different. Back in the day, Gilbert and Prime Gilbert.
If we play right now,
bruh. Let's be real. Prime Gilbert, offensively, he's gonna smoke. He's gonna smoke Steph. And he's so fucking competitive. Nigga, did you see what he did when he had Kobe on the floor in L.A.? When he dropped 60 on the Lakers? Bruh, I got Giannis can give me 50. Shaq can give me 50.
But they not giving you 50.
Jordan can give me 50.
They not giving you. It's only one ball. It's only one ball. And my players more efficient than your players.
Jordan's the most efficient nigga out there.
But my players more efficient than your players.
Who gonna stop Shaq?
Nigga. Shaq gonna stop himself. Shaq gonna stop himself.
Bruh, who gonna stop Giannis?
Bruh, you do know that 3 is higher than 2. So while y'all here taking all these goddamn 2s, we are
which is a hell of a point. But guess what? Devin Booker likes to shoot a lot of threes, and the Bucks like to throw the ball inside. And when the game mattered the most, it was one on the inside. Same with the Lakers team. They went out there shooting threes crazy. They won the game on the inside.
They didn't have my 3-point shooters. They didn't have my 3-point shooters. They have bum-ass shooters. I got shooters.
Devin Booker ain't a bum.
Nigga, I got motherfucking shooter 3 Lugers out that motherfucker. Shooters. KD can score from anywhere on the court. Steph Curry can score from anywhere on the court.
Huh? Your team just got more deficiencies.
My team, bro, offensively, y'all not handling us, man. We can play a good box zone, shut y'all shit down, play the shit we play now. The Warriors play now. We'll shut that shit down. Triangle defense. Shut all that shit down. Okay.
None of that's gonna shut down Shaq.
Bruh, Shaq gonna beat himself.
When he was scoring 30 points a game, 14 rebounds.
Shaq gonna beat himself.
Bro, our defense.
Because remember, Prime Shaq. Prime Shaq wouldn't want to fuck up. Kobe wouldn't want to fuck Shaq either. So they need Shaq.
Them early rings Kobe won the got, but them later rings was all Kobe. Yeah. Kobe's a higher ring player to me than Shaq.
Then that means that Shaq wouldn't want a ring called Kobe. Or Robert Ory, need I say.
Yeah, because the clutch shooters on the team was fucking Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher and Robert Ory.
I actually might got to give Derek Fisher more clutchness on them Lakers team.
Robert Ory is more clutch throughout his fucking career.
Bro, I give you that. I'm talking about on the Lakers specifically. Derek Fisher, clutch shots, game winning, meaningful. Damn, did you just do that type of shots?
You can't say that when Robert Ory name is Big Shot Rob.
Yeah, for other teams. It ain't like he didn't hit.
Rob Ory's the most clutch player. He was clutch on every team. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying clutch value to one specific team, not totality of your career. Derek Fisher left and came back to the Lakers and was clutch again.
I'll take Robert Ory over Derek Fisher. I just need him to sit on the bike.
That's tough, though.
Drink his Gatorade and know fourth quarter. Hey, Bob. I got you, coach.
Derek Fisher did that and played defense. And played the whole game.
Robert Ory ain't had to play defense.
Derek Fisher's a better player than Robert Ory. if your highlight is something I can highlight, you may have done it more times. But you also play with a shit ton of teams who just so happen to win rings. They weren't winning rings because of specifically you.
Hakeem ain't winning rings until Robert got there. Shut the fuck up.
Tim Duncan was the one who had a ring before Robert or Eva, huh?
I don't know. He hit a lot of clutch fucking shots.
He did.
I did. So let's not be disrespectful.
I also seen Tim hit game winning three. You know,
but not more than Robert though. So let's not be disrespectful.
Or like that one play where Derek Fisher came off the screen for like the what was it, like 4 seconds, some shit like that. Like Derek Fisher got some memorable shots with the Lakers.
Like that one shot when Kobe had the ball, he drove in, he shot, he missed. Shaq got the ball, put it back up, he missed. Got the ball again, put it back up, he missed. Swatted it off the big shot. What happened? Whoosh! Game winner. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
I'm not taking away from him. I'm just saying specifically with the Lakers. I can remember Derek Fisher in 2 different stints with the Lakers hitting clutch ass shots.
I can remember Shaq getting fouled out and Rob Glory come up and put up 26 points. Let's not be disrespectful.
You comparing a starter to a bench man.
That should tell you something about your fucking starter. Nigga, Derek Fisher ain't come out and put up 26 points.
Derek Fisher scored 26 points before a game.
So did Robert Horry. One of your best players hit the pad.
Because in the video,
Big Shot came out. Did a thing.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but if I had to take a 6-man, I probably would want to pick an actual nigga who's won 6-man of the year. Because playing 6-man is much different than starting the game.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to go. Manu might be my favorite 6-man. Which don't mean he should have still made the top 75, especially now with the Kimbe.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's tough though, man. Because it's also like again, if you're looking from the aspect of just winning, Bill Russell would be the Manu Tony Parker of his generation.
Not getting a reference.
He was there to win a lot. He's won a lot. But was he truly the specific catalyst? You know what I'm saying? Like, he put a lot of focus and effort on defense and rebounds, and the thing he did for his team was immaculate. You know what I'm saying? He's won a lot doing what he did, so you can't knock the way he won, because he won. And he did it against Will.
His team did it against Will. Let's stop. We already been over that argument. His team did it against Will. When you got a team of 15 players and 10 of them average 20 or more points.
That's also because the league again was playing in a different pace.
Yeah, but Wilt didn't have 10 niggas average 20 points.
Yeah, Billy Cunningham.
He didn't have 10 niggas who averaged 20 points.
Billy Cunningham was a dog of his era.
He didn't have 10 niggas to average 20 points. Nigga, the Celtics top 10 put up 20 or more points, and then like the bottom, and then the next 3 might have had like 17.
Name another nigga who played with Jordan and scored over 20 points.
They team was balanced.
Point exactly. Name somebody else other
Bill
than
Russell team wasn't balanced compared to Will Chamberlain.
It was balanced in favor of Bill Russell.
But that's not balanced.
God damn. Niggas had roles, right? And niggas played their roles.
Yeah, they had all fucking starters.
Is it my fault that we draft better than y'all?
It's not my fault. Shit, did Wilt go out there and draft these niggas? No. So yeah.
Again, you making excuses for your boy Will.
Excuses, bro.
Does Will make your top 10? Who's your top 10?
Will make my top 10.
Who's your top 10? From 1. Michael Jordan.
Do they gotta be in order?
Yeah, because you gotta say Jordan first.
Why do I gotta say Jordan first?
Who's your best player of all time? Because now I feel like you're just trying to discredit the efficiency and things that nobody else has accomplished.
All right, my top, not in order. Okay.
Just tell me who's number 1.
Who's number 1?
You gotta say who's number 1.
But it's not in order.
Hey, I don't want the order for the rest. Just tell me who number 1. Who number 1 and who number 10?
Number 10. Who's number 10?
Who's number 1? I feel like you just don't want to give Jordan his roses because y'all feel like I'm a Michael Jordan stan. I'm just be keeping it gangster.
My top 10 in no particular order. Michael Jordan.
Number 1.
No particular order.
Number 1.
Magic Johnson.
Somewhere around 7.
Larry Bird.
Somewhere around 6.
LeBron. Tim Duncan. Kobe.
I got Duncan above Kobe.
KD. This is no particular order.
I mean, if I'm ranking them for you, KD 10.
O'Neal.
Shaq 9.
Chamberlain.
Will.
And Carmelo Anthony.
See. Oh, time out. You sure you didn't hit the gas?
Don't disrespect the number 9 all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
You put Carmelo above Steph.
Oh, you said my top 10.
I get that, but I thought we was using like actualities and the basis of certain things. Like I wouldn't put Gilbert in the top 10. He's my favorite player, but I wouldn't put him in the top 10.
You said my top 10.
But you took your favorite player and just injected him above actuality.
But I didn't say him first. So I'm not biased.
You're not even in the top 40 players of all time.
He's top 75. What are you talking about?
In actuality, in non-biased conversations, Carmelo's not a top 40 player.
Carmelo's the 9th all-time leading scorer in NBA history. You can suck a dick.
John Stockton leads the NBA in steals and assists, and he's not the best point guard. Winning gold medals is easier to do than winning NBA championship.
Yeah, he didn't win that either. So,
Carmelo ain't got no NBA records besides disappointment.
He's 9th all-time NBA leading scorer.
Whoop-de-doo, I'm number 9. He ain't number 1? Stockton's number 1 in 2 different things. And you're saying being 9th in scoring is better than being number 1 in 2 different things.
Don't disrespect my life.
No, you're disrespecting.
Shooting lights out right now at 37.
The 2 problems I had with your list, Melo was definitely
Melo, man, top 10, man.
That was definitely crazy.
Top 10.
And then you said KD. I like KD, but KD just ain't do enough for me to be in the top 10 yet.
Okay, MVP. 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs.
I hate when we bring up the argument of just the rings. Like, if it ain't your team,
leading scorer.
If it ain't your team, somebody shouldn't be able to throw up, I want a ring. If it ain't your team.
Top 3 best players in the NBA for the past long time.
I can name 3 guys who led their teams to rings in the KD era. 4. That has been their teams. And you didn't include none of the other guys, minus 1, which is LeBron. LeBron's led his team. Giannis has led his team to a championship. Kawhi has led his team to a championship. Steph Curry has led his team to... What KD do? Y'all won 73 rings? Y'all just lost out on another ring?
Ho. Remember, they begged KD to come back.
And KD said...
KD didn't beg them to go.
KD said, I went there because LeBron made it easy for me to do.
Draymond said, "Okay, we He said, all right.
I'm not mad at a franchise for recruiting a player. I'm mad at a player who's trying to make a legacy play would do a whole move. It's not biased.
I understand if they won a championship when they won 73 games. All right, if they won a championship, all right, that's some whole shit. But they lost.
No, you know what makes it whole shit? Y'all was up 3-1 to them.
They lost.
Come out. Y'all had them 3-1. Y'all should have been in the finals.
I get that. No,
but instead, but instead, KD said, "Damn, look at Clay over there cooking us every time."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "Damn, Russell Westbrook passed the fucking ball."
He was looking like, "Damn."
When I'm like this, why you shooting threes?
Because when he was like that and they was up 3-1, it didn't matter.
Nigga, after Westbrook done did his famous sell ass. KD said, I'm out of here.
Because Steph was kind of selling ass in that series, too.
Nigga, so was fucking Westbrook. They both were selling.
And the defining factor in those games was fucking Klay Thompson.
That's why y'all there, man. 4-3! Splash Brothers.
And they were the Splash Brothers before KD came, right? They already had a ring before KD came.
Yeah. That's why they on my team.
So again,
we had a Splash Brothers plus cousin.
So again, is the value added to the team greater than the value that Giannis brought to the Bucks?
Yeah. If Giannis win a championship,
I really don't feel like we're having a real conversation
win a championship
right
this year, then I'll take it back.
I really don't feel like we're having a real conversation right now.
Bruh. Giannis beat KD, took the mind you, the Brooklyn Nets was up 2 games on Giannis.
With James Harden flopping.
Yeah. No, James Harden wasn't playing. Remember, he was injured.
He did play in that series.
No. Listen. The Brooklyn Nets was up 2 games on the Milwaukee Bucks before Kyrie Irving got injured. James Harden decided to play while being injured just to show more support. And KD still took him to 7 games.
Players don't play through injury in clutch moments.
Bruh, he couldn't move.
Isaiah Thomas on a fucked up ass ankle. Look, on a hurt ankle.
That's her ankle.
Where he was barely walking and still went out there and was dropping them all.
James Harden had a fucked up leg, not ankle. His leg was fucked up.
Bernard King left the game, came back in a wheelchair and did his
But guess what? That you talking about all these ancient man of steel niggas. We talking about motherfuckers.
These new age
niggas, right, whatever. But at the end of the day, Giannis had a whole team, full team, who was getting a mollywop until they stuck their foot under Kyrie Irving's leg and caused him to roll his ankle. Dirty motherfuckers.
When Zaza did it,
he was a dirty motherfucker.
When Zaza did it, I ain't hear you complaining.
I did. I was a Spurs fan. Shit. But yeah, these dirty motherfuckers. And then, KD still took him to 7. What a one-leg James Harden, who ain't, he's better off just sitting on the pine. They probably would have won. They probably would have won.
But in the history of things, when we go back and look, we go by winners and losers, correct?
So KD a winner because he got 2 rings, right?
Can I finish my contacts I'm giving you? I just asked one thing. I asked a yes or no question.
Hey, we just, if we say...
Because when we talk about Bill Russell rings, we ain't going through every player when they played in the playoffs, whether they had niggas injured or not. Because they won a lot of close games. He was actually pretty clutch. He didn't score a lot, but he scored when it was needed.
He had to. You had 9 other niggas.
You just had 20. He was Robert Horry with way more defense.
Robert Horry had 9 people scored 20.
But guess what?
What?
Clutch shots matter, don't they? Hitting shots when they matter the most matters. That counts for something. Being able to galvanize teams around you and lead them to success is a skill that we have yet to see KD lead his own team to a championship. Yes or no? If you think Golden State Warriors, it will forever be Steph Curry's franchise name.
But Steph Curry ain't got no Finals MVP in his franchise. Two niggas got more Finals MVPs than Steph Curry. Nigga, all they Finals MVPs came from other niggas other than Steph Curry.
Okay, let's look at it like this. Other than LeBron and Jordan, what superstars have won every Finals MVP they played in?
Nigga, Steph ain't got none.
I get that. But
okay, so
Golden State isn't his team.
Golden State not Steph Curry?
No, that's what I'm asking. That's not his team?
It is his team.
That's his franchise.
That's
like
his franchise.
When you think of a Chicago Bulls, you think who?
Michael Jordan.
You think of Cavaliers, you think of who?
You think of Michael Jordan, who has all the Finals MVPs. You think of LeBron James, who has all the Finals MVPs.
Kawhi Leonard, who has all the Finals MVPs.
No, he don't. He only had one.
He has two.
Yeah, but come on. First of all, he only was with the Raptors 1 year.
I got a question. If you do something more than once, could it be luck?
Yeah, you can luck up twice.
Oh man, you gonna look.
But did you not see that last shot against Philly? Come on, Sway.
That's called clutch.
Shooter's touch. Clutch.
Shooter's touch.
No, he was not. It was like, woo! What the fuck you talking about?
But again, you either make the shot or you don't.
Nigga. The motherfucking AC blew that bitch. Yeah. Talking about. Ain't no that shot. Come on now. That shot right there. That last shot, bro. Come on, Sway.
Again, because when we think about clutchness, and again, you go back to Kobe was an amazing player. But when you look at it, he had a lot of niggas who was clutch around who don't get credit. Ron Artest. Time out. Ron Artest saved the Lakers' ass for that second ring Kobe got.
So, bruh, this what I'm saying, right? One, we off topic again. I ain't get the chance to do my rant against Russell Westbrook, but with that being said, okay,
we understand he don't deserve the. I never thought he was a better player than John Wall. John Wall prime, Russell Westbrook prime. John Wall's a better player.
I don't even think Russell Westbrook done nothing besides the MVP and triple double. I think if he didn't have the MVP or the triple double, he wouldn't make the Hall of Fame. Even though he has, first team, all NBA, shit like that. But I just don't think I don't know. And it's not because I hate Westbrook. I don't hate Westbrook. I just don't see a winner.
That's how I feel with James Harden. I will never ever look at somebody play a sport and who dictates their game around flopping and say, "Oh, you really." I mean, I understand flopping was considered a skill, but it's never been a respected thing. And if you build your game around that, like now, he's kind of struggling.
I thought about that one day.
They took away flopping, and he is struggling.
I was like, bro, is James Harden as good as we thought he was? I was like, bro, if you take away his 10 times at the line, he's not that good. I mean, he's starting to find his way. He's starting to find a way. But in the beginning, I was like, bro, did he dick us this whole time? Like, he made us believe he was a superstar. Hey, bro, I had a serious conversation. I was like,
you gotta get out the second round to be a superstar.
He made it out the second round.
He did not make it to the finals.
He made it to the conference finals.
He didn't make it to the finals as a truck. Not from trucks and trailers.
He never been to the finals.
He did. He was a trailer. He was a 6-man a year that year.
Okay, he was like, what, 19? Oh, now stop. We saw what happened to them 3 days.
He was the reason they lost the first ring. If Harden did not disappear, OKC would have became a dynasty. They didn't want to pay him because of how bad he played in the finals.
Yeah, and look what happened after that.
He still ain't been back.
Oh, baby!
He still ain't been back.
Yeah, but he MVP'd up and all the other type shit.
Okay, but again, when we talking about the best of all time, it ain't no baby shit. LeBron came into the league and was LeBron. Jordan came into the league and was Jordan.
And all them niggas caught that too.
Some niggas like Steph. Growing, because nobody thought Steph was going to be this nigga right now.
No.
I mean, that nigga's amazing.
But all these niggas caught them L's, so you can't just knock James Harden. All them niggas caught the L's. James Harden made it to the finals before everybody you just named. Remember, James Harden was like 19 in the finals. Everybody else was in their fucking mid to late 20s.
Yeah, but he was also coming off the bench. He wasn't a starter, bro. Again, you're comparing role players. It's easy for me to say.
So now we calling James Harden a role player. That's what we calling him.
He was a role player at OKC.
But is he
won
a role
6
player
man of the year?
now?
Wow, in
But
OKC.
is he a role player now?
No.
All right, so you can't call him a role player.
Yes, you can.
No.
In that while in OKC, was he ever top 2 player there? Was it ever his team?
He should have been. He was better than Westbrook.
Not while in OKC.
That's because Westbrook was a starter.
So stop comparing role players to starters. You understand the
No,
value of the starters,
but listen. This is what you missing out, right? He was like 20 when he left OKC, right? He got traded to Houston and became a motherfucking superstar.
I was like 23 when he left OKC. He was like 23.
All right. But still, he left OKC in the next year. The next year from being a 6th man
to blossom.
To being a motherfucking superstar.
But what's the chance of that actually? How many times did that happen?
Bro, that just means that he didn't get the opportunity because of Westbrook.
Again, but how many times, let's be honest, you see somebody in a role player position, the next team will give him a bag, and they actually go outperform that shit.
Bruh, a lot of times it takes people to get the opportunity.
I understand that.
So if he didn't get the opportunity...
But that's also become almost like a luck of the draw type thing when you do some shit like that. Sign somebody to a max deal and expect him to blossom into something else.
Bruh, he wouldn't have got a max deal if it wasn't something in him that they saw.
Yeah, but he also disappeared in the playoffs a lot. Which he still does now as a superstar.
So does everybody. In the past 10 years.
Take KD off the Warriors, yeah, he disappeared a lot.
KD on the Warriors did what?
Roll coattails.
Roll coattails. So he was finals MVP with roll coattails.
He went to another man's team.
Nigga, everybody who switched teams goes to another man's team.
Not true.
Yes.
Not
nigga,
true.
LeBron went to Dwayne Wade's team.
And I take points away from him for that. I'm consistent.
Chris Bosh went to Dwayne Wade's team.
He was never one of those guys.
But you just said he was a motherfucking star in Toronto.
Star and superstar are 2 different things.
He could have been a superstar.
Could've, should've, would've.
Whatever.
But stars and superstars are 2 different things.
Yeah, I know that, but hold on. Let me get
Dame Lillard, star. Steph Curry, superstar.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Because Dame Lillard be on that choke fast, too.
Oh, especially when you gotta go up against Steph. The pressure be on. Some people relish in the pressure.
But you know who about to be the pressure king of the future?
Who?
LaMelo Ball! My second favorite player until Carmelo retires.
I don't think he's gonna be better than John Morant. John Morant's a dog.
I think he's gonna be better than John Morant.
I ain't know John Morant was gonna be like that. He cold-blooded.
LaMelo's about to be the face of the NBA.
John Morant cold-blooded out there.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be the face of the NBA. LaMelo's about to be the face
Whose
of the
rookie
NBA.
year was better? That's a lot of things.
Oh no! Because let's break this down. Because I've broken this down already. Let's break this down.
Let's pull up numbers.
Okay, pull that up. But we gotta look at the totality of everything, right?
Both went to losing teams.
And
one was better than the other.
Because John Morant was the 8th seed his first year. LaMelo Ball was the fucking 4th in the East before injury. in the East before injury. Now they
why we always gotta do that before injury?
But listen. So his team started losing while he wasn't there, and now he came back ahead of time, and his team was about to make the fucking playoffs. So that's a lot.
Okay, Charlotte in his rookie year, LaMelo, he did 15.7 points. He did 5.9 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 1.6 steals, and he did 0.4 blocks a game. Ja Morant, 18 points a game, 7.3 assists. He got less rebounds, but he's a smaller player. Yeah, it's almost identical block numbers to LaMelo, who's a bigger player than him.
Come on, he only beat him in one stat. What the fuck you talking about?
He beat him in 2 stats.
Okay, but then LaMelo beat him in the other 3.
I would expect the taller person to always win the rebound.
But listen.
That's why 7-footers always get so many chances.
But this is LaMelo ain't 7 foot.
But he's 6'8", 6'9".
6'7". So this is what I'm saying, right?
And 4 inches don't matter in basketball.
It does. But this is what I'm saying. Ja Morant first year, did they even make the playoffs?
Nah.
Okay, they didn't make the playoffs their first year.
What's the tougher conference, East or West?
Look, we ain't talking about that.
That matters.
Tomato. So
context matters.
Tomato. So if I say someone got injured, that's context too. But you always count that out.
But everybody deals with injuries. You act like that's a subjective thing.
It is, because that played a part on why things turned out to be the way.
No, but if you bring up somebody's injury, you create a what if situation. What if this person didn't get hurt? But that did happen.
But listen.
Now you're taking out something that's a part of the game.
But listen, I'm not taking it out. While Ja Morant first year did not make the playoffs, LaMelo Ball first year took the exact same team that drafted him. Nobody knew. Took the exact same team and was 4th in the East. Now, mind you, he's still a rookie.
Who has a tougher conference?
He's still a rookie.
Who has a tougher conference?
He still got to go against Philly. He still had to go against Boston. He still had to go against Milwaukee. He still had to go against Toronto.
Those are the top 3 teams. Toronto ain't been as good. Those were the top 3 teams in his 2 years in the NBA in the East. So if we're vying for who's going to be the second best team in the
But listen. He was 4th in the East. He got injured. They went without him. They went all the way down to the 10th seed. They dropped 6 spots without him. He came back and was about to put them back in the playoffs. When did Ja Morant do that? His rookie year. And then again, Ja Morant was a starter his rookie year. LaMelo Ball was the fucking 6th man. I'm done.
Okay, now
I'm done, coach.
If you're so amazing as a player, great players as rookies start right away.
Oh no, but listen. Why didn't they start him? Because one, they had Scary Terry and Darius Garland.
None of that. If you're greater than them, you play above them.
No, but listen.
At what
They had two guards already.
None of them are all-star players.
LaMelo is. That's why.
Listen. The niggas in front of them, they didn't make no all-star teams.
But listen,
they weren't no stars.
They brought him along gradually. But as he became the starter, that's when they started putting them dubs on the fucking board.
Back to reality.
What you mean back to reality? This reality.
When we talking about star young players in their first 3 years, we never bring up you slow walking them. They go out there and you be like, wow.
No, they slow walk them.
Did you not see what Ja Morant was doing in the playoffs last year?
Bro, this Ja Morant what year?
This is 3rd.
Okay.
He got 1 more year over top of LaMelo.
Okay, this is LaMelo's 2nd year.
Okay.
And did they not go 4-1? Did they not just beat the red hot Golden State Warriors? Golden State Warriors got 2 L's this year. LaMelo was one of them.
Whoop you fucking do.
I know. Because only one other team can say they beat Golden State this year.
Was it in a game of value? Did Golden State decide we're going to play down to our competition this
What
day?
you mean? Steph Curry went out there. He won Chef Curry.
I got a question. Do teams not play down to the competition? Play down to levels of competition?
Bruh.
If I'm really thinking, hey, look, we got Charlotte tonight, y'all.
Bruh.
We ain't got to hustle all the way. We got Charlotte tonight.
They played teams worse than Charlotte and was blowing these niggas out.
Because on any given night, you can get a dub. You can get hot.
Bruh.
Other people can be off.
Bruh. The Hornets was on a losing streak before playing Golden State. Golden State was on a winning streak before playing.
So that's like one team got cold and one team got hot at the
No, because after the
did they blow them out? Did they blow them out? Then what we talking about?
Oh no, listen. Because after the Hornets beat Golden State went and blew the Nets out the next game.
Because they played up for their competition. We got KD versus we got LaMelo.
Nah, nigga.
We got James Harden.
LaMelo's the future face of the league. I'm stamping that.
Get the big balls off your,
just
big
like I
baller brand
said,
off
Giannis was going to be the future of the league over Anthony Davis, and I was right. LaMelo was about to be the future of the league.
I don't remember having that.
No, that wasn't with you. This was with somebody else.
I'm about to say.
Trust me, I had this conversation with them, a revised conversation.
I give credit what credit due. You called the Jeremy Lin.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy Lin.
But other than that, we just watch you put Melo in the top 10. So we got a question.
Top 9 leading scorer in NBA history. What the fuck is you talking about? You don't get there for sitting on the fucking pine.
The Kembe Mutombo's value is greater.
Kembe Mutombo.
His value is greater. Bruh, he finished top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year like 10 years.
And Melo been
Melo
been a superstar since 18.
That means for over a 10-year period, you were a top 3 defensive player.
Melo been a superstar since 18.
Melo never been to a finals.
Melo
never been to a finals. Melo
the Kembe wouldn't have went without Al Iverson.
Answer this. Melo in his whole career has ever led the NBA in 2 categories. He led the league in scoring one time, and he led the NBA in minutes per game one time. Other than that,
but he was always like top 5 in scoring though. Let's not be disrespectful. And again, Melo at the age of 37, an old man compared to basketball terms, 37, is scorching shit. The Lakers wouldn't have any of their wins if it wasn't for Melo.
Scorching and contributing is 2 different things.
No, it's not contributing. Contributing is like 10, 12 points. Melo's putting up 20 plus at 37.
20. How many 20-point games have Melo had?
More than fucking Westbrook this year.
Fuck
you talking about?
You just hate Westbrook.
I don't hate Westbrook.
Nah, that's definitely a hate when it comes to Westbrook. Because you keep bringing it back to Westbrook.
Because Westbrook on the same team. Nigga, Melo be out there scorching. Nigga, they want, bruh. The Lakers lost to the fucking OKC Thunder twice. A team that had no wins.
Melo is shooting his best 3-point percentage this year. I mean, that's also because they ain't letting his ass do ISO ball all day.
Bruh,
causing the team to lose, trying to be the man doing everything.
Look, when he know his position. That's all that matters.
That's what he needed. That's what he needed his whole. He would have been one of the greatest Batmans because he wasn't. One of the greatest Robins because he wasn't a Batman. That's what I'm. The top 10, the top 20 should be reserved for Batman ass niggas. Not Robin. Not Robins. People who carried teams to championships. There's always been niggas who put up great numbers, but they didn't win. Alex English put up really great numbers, then didn't win.
Motherfucking Melo took a old ass New York Knicks team to motherfucking 52 wins.
Bro, Gilbert Arenas has 50 winning teams.
Yeah, but his teams was better than the Knicks. Nigga, he was taking 40-year-old Jason Kidd, Raymond Felton, Ahmad Shumpert, J.R. Smith,
That was J.R. Smith prime years.
That wasn't no prime J.R. Smith.
That
wasn't prime J.R. Smith.
Well, who was prime J.R. Smith?
I don't. J.R.
New
Smith
York.
had a prime?
Yes.
He did?
New York.
Really?
Those was his best years.
That's sad. They weren't that good. But
Jumper best years. New York.
Yeah, but they not that good. That's the thing. They not that good. They not that good. If you look at what they did, you be like, that's your best years. Come on, it's a nigga in the YMCA who come in and do this. Like, come on. But again, he took these.
You pick and choose when you want to give people credit.
He took these old ass niggas. He took these old ass niggas to 52 wins, and nobody give my man his flowers.
Because he took a team to 50 wins one time?
Nigga, they made the second round of playoffs. Nigga, he took a bunch of old motherfuckers. He took a whole bunch of geezers, senior citizens.
I watched LeBron take old senior citizens to finals.
Yeah, and they ain't win either.
Carmelo
not
was
LeBron,
never
bro.
during his career.
Carmelo not
When was
LeBron.
he a top 5 nigga?
In Denver.
Crazy.
You smoking.
Bruh, he was better than Dirk Nowitzki.
You said top 5.
In Denver, when he was in Denver, Dirk was still, yeah.